Up next is the story of Imibongo kaMakhulu, a business in Cape Town that sells beautifully handmade black dolls, focused on giving more diverse representation and still engaging little ones in the magic of learning and development through play. And with many businesses, it all started when the owner and the mother, Nondumiso Gogela, saw a gap in the market.
I'm Nondumiso Gogela. I'm a creative entrepreneur, I'm a mother, and I'm also founder of Imibongo kaMakhulu handmade dolls. My business was born out of a need to instill some very important core values within my daughter. Something that I discovered when I was pregnant with her at the time. I couldn't find a doll that looked like her. I didn't even think about what kind of doll that I wanted. I just knew I wanted something, a keepsake, something she would grow up with, and something that was from me. And when I went shopping, all I found were dolls that looked nothing like her, and I wasn't too sure how I felt about the values or the message she would be getting from that doll. It's mainly the parents that I obviously get feedback from, because my customers are very small people. So I wouldn't normally get them responding in, but I get the cutest little pictures and videos from parents who are happy, and you can see the curiosity in the baby's eyes or the delight when they actually get the doll. So just that feedback that I get from parents and the videos that they send of those children is the thing that validates exactly why I do what I do, and the vision and the message that I had behind it. Imibongo kaMakhulu handmade dolls was actually named after my daughter. The name was given to her by her paternal grandmother as a way to express gratitude for her family expanding and for her actually getting her first granddaughter. And it's something that resonated with me very strongly, because this was also my first journey into motherhood, and something that I felt had a very strong impact into the person I was going to become. And it only was fitting that something that inspired my brand and for me to pursue my dreams so deeply, that it be named after my daughter, Imibongo. I do make everything myself from scratch, so it's entirely handmade. When I came up with the design of the doll, the important thing for me was to make sure that it's got simplified features but also sweet and identifiable to the kid. I looked into what kind of body colors that I wanted to have available, and I came up with two. So we have this body color, which is our caramel color tone, and then our coffee or chocolate color tone for both boys as well as girls. When I started the range initially, it was only girls. However, because of the benefits of doll play, I thought it was very important that I include boys in this message as well, because they can also benefit from things like empathy, learning how to process their emotions, learning how to have a creative imagination. And our first customer actually who bought a boy doll, he named the doll muse, and it was only fitting that the very first person who actually purchased one of our dolls, I just named the doll after him. And previously to that, we weren't actually even naming our dolls. I then ended up adding muse permanently to the range, and so now he is a staple and a favorite, and we get quite a lot of requests for muse, so he's very important and very loved and a well-needed addition to the range. What I thought about when I was designing the dolls as well was how different our hair is and how many different ways we wear it, and I wanted to definitely have that within the dolls too, which is why I wanted to 100% have an afro for the kids. I also had afro buns as well for the kids. This one was actually inspired by my daughter, because that's the number one thing that we did when she was younger and her hair didn't do a whole lot. I definitely use a lot of my experience in buying when I strategize in terms of what I do with my brand. And I also draw a lot from my years in retail, because I spent a lot of years in retail. So when it comes to relating to the customer and speaking to the customer, I draw quite a bit from that experience. And in terms of the fun that I have with the design of the dolls, that's something that comes through, and that's my experience from my fashion design training as well. So it's a collection of different influences, and in all my past experiences, everything that you see within the range here. Leaving my job is definitely something I don't regret. It was worth it. I don't think I would have fully realized my potential had I not left, and it's taught me a lot about myself and what I'm truly capable of. And it was only the best move for myself, my family, and the dreams and ambitions that I had. Currently, our biggest focus that we want to work on right now is actually growing our team, because I am doing everything by myself. And if I were to be able to get someone to kind of learn the ropes, help me with the dolls, help me with the website and social media, then I could focus on pushing forward our message of representation and diversity within the toy industry. It's a very important message, and I can get it out to as many households as possible once I have a team that's as passionate about the message as I am.